Hi, I'm Gabby with SCORE Fort Worth, and today I have with me one of the most interesting mentors in our chapter, Mr. Steve Ruel. Steve, one of the things you and I talked about kind of before our call today was this article I saw in Forbes a few weeks ago about how the top 10 Fortune 100 companies actually gained in value, not just made money, but gained value during the course of 2020. How does a small business who came through 2020, what is the opportunity that they leveraged well and that they should be leveraging right now in order to make 2021 as even better?
All too often, entrepreneurs, small business people want to serve a big, broad world of potential customers. And a great focus on really understanding a relationship with the customer to leveraging that to getting new customers is really the opportunity for those to succeed in the future. And if they do that, I think they'll find far more success than trying to cast out a big, wide net and try to capture the world. It's just too expensive of a proposition to succeed.
But 2020, as you said, has offered an opportunity to help us pause as business owners to look at what's working and go back to the fundamentals. So when we're talking about the value proposition and sort of pivoting and relooking at it, tweaking it for the new paradigm, the new normal, what are the components of the value proposition that we should really be looking at?
Yeah, when I think about a value proposition, I think about what you're trying to explain and the value of what you bring as a business to potential customers. And it also expresses how you may differentiate from your competition. If you really think about that, then the value is the price that people are willing to pay for your products and services. If you don't have a solid value proposition, you just focus on bringing the best cost to your customer, then you're not going to make the margins that you really look to make. But if you really think about the clarity, as I was talking before, about who your customer is, understanding their needs and bringing value to them, then you're fulfilling a need that they're willing to pay for. That's the value.
Another example that you shared with me, which I when you said it, I was like, oh, that is genius. Why I didn't think about it before was Lyft, right?
Yes.
What is Lyft's value proposition?
Well, Lyft is pretty simple. I got to pause here for a second. Just want to bring it in because I want to make sure I see it right. Okay. Lyft is very simple. It's request, ride, pay. So when you think about it, you make a request to go somewhere. You have the destination already set on your phone, as an example.
Mm-hmm.
You get to where you want to go, you hit a button and you pay. And the visual of that makes it a very simple process in terms of interacting with Lyft and getting to a particular destination.
And you gave me 3 questions to think about, because I think I shared with you that I was working on a project where I needed to figure out a value proposition. And I actually took those questions into account to my team. And I said to them, okay, and to remind me if I'm right. So question number 1 is, who is our customer?
Right.
Right. And so
That's
what are
right. Very good.
what am I looking for in my customer?
Right.
And the second question is, what needs are we serving for the customer? Right.
That's correct.
Okay. And then the third one, tell me what the third one was, because that's the one that I always lose.
Okay. Third is the value of the services or the price that a customer is willing to pay for you to meeting their needs. So it's many people say, what's the price? I don't like the word price. I rather use the word value, because if we really understand the customer need and we express that in our value proposition, then we're attracting interest to our products and services. And if we can differentiate how our product or service is different than our competition, and they see the value of that, then they're willing to pay for that. It's just not a price, right?
It's just basic. It's almost basic math. It's great.
That's simple.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So Steve, tell me, In terms of the mentee, you work with a lot of mentees. You've worked with
Yeah.
a ton of mentees because you have been a SCORE mentor for quite some time.
Right.
Tell us how you came to SCORE. How long have you been a mentor, and what's your favorite part
Yeah.
of being a mentor?
Well, I actually did a lot of research before I retired, what I was going to do. And I really wanted to, I invested many years in my business, which was in marketing and in sales and in leadership. And I want to make sure that I use those tools to help others. And there's a variety of different ways that you can go. So I actually did a lot of research and found SCORE. And I can only applaud what they can do for people who aspire to get into business and what we can do helping people in business. And it's all free. It's just using our experiences and helping people be more successful. So in 2012, I retired. I retired kind of young because I didn't have to work anymore and I want to travel the world. And I dedicated a lot of my volunteer work now for SCORE, and I help people who are in business, and I help people who have that desire to get into business. And so it's been very enjoyable, and look forward to continuing to support SCORE and certainly our small business community.